Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Tabletop Divinitatis. Top, mate. So, what we're doing today is we're starting a campaign series today, The War for Seraphina. This will be the first game of a continuation of what we're going to do, and we're going to start with today a 1,000-point game of Iron Warriors versus Imperial Fists.
Tee-hee.
Oh, it's going to be a tasty one today.
It's going to be tasty, very tasty.
We have some rules though today that we've put into the narrative to get things started. No artificer armour on squad sergeants. We're going to make our Marines today a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, bog standard.
What else we've done today is there is no armour today. No vehicles with an armour value today. That was one of the rules we put down.
Yep. Don't need tanks in the middle of a building, in the middle of built-up areas, because they get blown up really easy.
Yes, we've gone for a city fight today. All this is the Iron Warriors have taken part of the city and they're setting up their communications, and the Imperial Fists are coming in to try and disrupt that, ready for a deployment onto the battlefield. So it'll be 1,000 points per side, and it's infantry only. The armies look great.
Thank you.
It's going to be a good fight.
I'm calling my army the Barovian Infiltration Force.
Wow.
And they're going to be sent in by dawn for the expressed reason of disrupting the Iron Warriors today.
What did you find a bit more difficult today about writing a 1,000-point list?
Obviously there's limitations, isn't there? You can only do so much, but I really like the way that we've done it, just because in built-up areas you're not going to be bringing lots of armour. It's tight, the confines. It actually suits the Imperial Fist really well, looking at their rules. I've had a little look at their rules, and I think this mission is really going to suit them very well. They have some toys to play with. They love being inside buildings. It gives them all sorts of benefits. So,
yeah, I mean, for me, it's narrowing down those heavy support slots and just going for the infantry. Still looks really good. I think Iron Warriors do that. They love to throw their bodies at walls and things like that. So the Iron Warriors will be on the defensive today. There will be two kind of missions going off in the game, and what will happen is at the end of the game we will discuss what the implications are for the next game, because everything that happens in the game before will impact the game that comes after, and that's how these campaigns will roll, whether it be a points deduction or if it's a benefit to deployment or things like that. So each win will count for the next game.
the aftermath shall be explained in full detail.
It will do. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back in just a minute with the armies, and then we will discuss the battlefield and the victory conditions.
So here we go with 1,000 points of Imperial Fists. We are starting with the HQ, where the Big Daddy Delegatus in the middle, he is my warlord. He has a Chain Fist and the Combi Bolter. His warlord trait is Architect of Devastation, which allows him to, as long as he's still alive, all hit rolls of 1 can be re-rolled for the unit he's in, as long as he is within something that grants a cover save. He also gets an extra reaction in the opposing player's shooting phase. To his right, we have the Specialist Imperial Fist Consul. He's known as a Consularis Castellan. What he does is, for 80 points, which is an absolute steal, he has a Mastercrafted Bolter, he gets an extra shot, and he also offers heavy support squads the line keyword, which allows them to hold objectives and whatnot. I thought it was an absolute steal for the price, so that's why I went for him. On the left-hand side, we have the Primus Medicae, bog standard, just as his chain blade and his bolt pistol. So now onto the troops. We have a 10-man tactical squad, obviously come with the usual tactical stuff. Need to make it clear that in this we have no artificer armour on any of the sergeants, because that's part of the rules of this particular mission. On the right hand side we have our Breacher squad, so the Legion Breacher squad. Before I forget, both of them have Power Fist, both of the sergeants. So in the Breacher squad, again, we have the Power Fist there. They come with their usual boarding shields, but again, no artificer armour is allowed. Right, now we move on to the fast attack slot. And fast attack's not something that I use very often, but we do have some phalanx warders on the table today. So we have a unit of 10 phalanx warders. In this unit we have one plasma pistol, because I needed to make up the points. They have power axes, boarding shields, bolters and bolt pistols. They also have 2 special rules. We have the lockstep special rule, and the lockstep special rule, on a turn in which they are charged successfully, they are +1 weapon skill as long as at least three of the models are in base-to-base contact with each other. They also have the shield wall special rule, which adds +1 to all invul saves. The great thing about this is that with this particular unit, if you have a character, an independent character that joins the unit, they also add +1 to their invul. So very, very interesting. So in the heavy support slot, we have a 9-man heavy bolter unit. Obviously, the guy at the front there is the sergeant, but here we are, hello. But he doesn't have artificer armor either, so they're just a bog standard heavy bolter unit. The reason I bring them is just because they benefit from that +1 to hit with all bolter weapons. So that's about it for them, pretty bog standard, but that is 1,000 points of Imperial Fists ready to take on the might of the 4th Legion.
So what we have here, we have 1,000 points of Iron Warriors. Today we're running no Rite of War, but we have as our single HQ slot, we have Ajax, which is my Centurion Forge Lord. He's got a power axe, he's got his Artificer army, comes with standard. He's got a refractor field for 5+ invul, but he also has a Cyber Familiar, which ups his invul by 1, so he'll be having a 4+ save. He's also got a Machinator array and a servo arm, so he is rocking all the toys. Because he is in the Force, it means that I get to choose as an elite choice a unit of Thalax. Today I brought 5. They've all got lightning guns with chain adaptions, so that gives them that rending in close combat. 3 wounds each, so they're pretty tough. Toughness 5, so they're going to be, hopefully they're just there to slow a unit down, really. Behind them we have 2 units of Tactical Marines. The first one is 10-man strong. It has a sergeant with a power fist and a plasma pistol. And then the second unit is 15-man strong. Sergeant's got a power fist and a plasma pistol. And behind them we have a unit of Iron Havocs with missile launchers. Sergeant's got the gold helm on, but no, as we've stated already, that there is no artificer armour on any of the sergeants. In the centre we have an elite choice of a rapier carriage. That's a quad launcher and it does have the shatter shells. And finally we have a unit of 5 Iron Warriors, Iron Havocs with auto cannons. Sergeant again has the plume helmet. My warlord trait for today is the Tyrant of the Lysatra, which means that any unit he joins will be able to add 1 to the number of shots, but also means that they will get hot. So let's move on and let's see the battlefield. So here is the battlefield. As you can see, we've gone for a narrow battlefield today. We've gone for a 4x4 because we're only on 1,000 points. The deployment zones are this section just here and its opposite corner over here. We're just going for a 24-inch kind of square deployment zone. So for today's game, there's going to be 2 mission objectives that's going off. One will be the attrition factor. Each of us have got 7 units, including the individuals. Each unit will be worth 1 victory point. The winner of that, the attrition element, will get a separate bonus for the next game, which we'll discuss at the end. The main objective for the game is this communications bunker. So the Imperial Fists either need to take the bunker by holding it with a line unit at the end of the game, or they need to destroy it. It is armor value 14 all round and it's got 5 hull points. Okay, so they can destroy it. They will get separate benefits for if they keep it or if they destroy it. The Iron Warriors, on the other hand, if they can hold it until the end of the game, they will get a separate benefit. Okay, it's 1,000 points each. There's no night fighting. It's going to be staggered deployment and we'll see that, and then we'll come back with the armors deployed and talk about who's going to get the first turn. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the dice roll off. It will be the winner will deploy first, go first, and then we can film the C's after the armies are deployed. Let's have a look. I'll be rolling my Iron Warriors dice.
That's 2.
So we roll.
Ooh, the game begins.
Tension.
Tension.
It's a 5.
That's good. That's a 6!
Oh.
Good lord!
There you go.
Good lord!
So Matt will be deploying first and then going first. Join us in just a minute.
For the Praetorian of Terra, here we are presenting our beautiful Imperial Fists, ready to do battle with the Iron Fourth. We've set them up, so we've got nice arcs of fire with our heavy bolters. Everybody's happy, except the Iron Warriors right now. I managed to get the first turn, but we'll see in a minute. Now, we've got the Phalanx Warders down here in the building, because they get a few benefits to being in such cover. We have deployed on the left flank with our breaches and tactical squads. So, I think I have a plan. I won't go into detail too much, but we shall see what happens. It's getting very gamey already. Yeah, but such is the nature of war. Right, so
on this side of the battlefield, we can see that I've deployed my Iron Warriors. They're in a defensive position, obviously. The communications block just here is the key. Like I said, armor 14 all round with 5 hull points. We know that the Imperial Fists are either going to try and destroy it or they're going to try and take it. Obviously, I've just deployed a front line. Got me heavy units at the back, rapier carriage. We have just got to hold back and defend. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and seize the initiative on a 6.
This could all go downhill at any moment.
For the Lord of Iron.
The Lord of Iron?
It is not.
No, it's a 2.
So join us in just a second for Imperial Fists turn 1.
Right, that's the end of the movement phase for Imperial Fists turn 1. So what I've done is I've moved around this side, not advancing, just moving, and what the aim is to just cut the field of fire here. There is one threat to these guys at the moment that I am well aware of, and that is this big old weapon here which has blast. So it could essentially do some damage to this grouped up, bunched up bunch of guys over here. I have advanced my Delegatus and his unit of Phalanx Warders forward. However, there's only 6 of them really in range to shoot, and they're going to fire at the Phalanx. Only 6 shots, so nothing to worry about, I think, for the Phalanx. My heavy bolter unit is going to open up on this artillery carriage. And we've looked at who can see, and it works out at 33 shots because they're heavy bolters. Oos!
And obviously, since it's an artillery piece, I can't react. So it's got me there.
That's choice of targets, people.
Yeah.
Remember that in this game, very important.
And the Phalanx can't react because they're automata, and automata can't react. So
because they're big, robotic, and stupid. Right. Okay,
I mean, it's true.
And they also explode.
These ones don't. They're just line troops. These ones
I'm wrong, but I was very confident. See, confidence will get you a long way in this life. Right.
What are we doing first? The other bolters?
So we're going to film. Well, I think we'll start with the heavy bolters because we can see what's going to happen there. We're going to start with 33 shots. Unbelievable, I hear you say. But we are hitting on 2s because we are Imperial Fists. Yeah. Again, unbelievable, I hear you say. So let's have a good shake, rattle and roll. Hey, sigh. So we're going to take out the 1s. 2, 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's actually 5. 5 little 1s. 5 little 1s. Okay then. So we'll come back in a minute and we'll see how many of them wound. Alright, very good countdown there, mate.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that. So all of these hits, I didn't really count them up and let you know, but needless to say, it's a lot. Yes. So we are strength 5 versus toughness, majority toughness 4. Yeah. So we're going to be winning on 3s, which is very nice. So let's have a look at the old dice tray and see what happens. Badoosh! Oh, there's lots of 1s and 2s. That's actually still not bad.
That's still pretty good.
That's still pretty good. That's empty. You take those.
I'll take those dice.
That's teamwork, baby.
Looking for 3 pluses on here.
He's looking.
Let's do this.
For 3. This is unbelievable stuff. There's dead.
That was
dead.
That's
I think that's very dead.
That's dead. That's dead.
It's pretty dead.
That's gone. That's gone.
What
we're going to shoot at now? That is the artillery carriage.
All right, moving swiftly
So
on.
the artillery piece is dead.
It's gone.
Sorry, Iron Warriors. And that's what you do best, but
What, die?
In our droves, but it's all for the Lord of Iron,
Yeah.
and he does not care.
Yeah.
As long as the job gets done.
No iron deficiency here.
Where are we going now, Matt?
So we're moving over to Phalanx Warders. Very exciting stuff. With their lovely blue power axes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm blue and I'm in need of a zoo.
Right,
so we are going at the Phalanx, who don't look very afraid, to be honest. So only 6 bolter shots. hitting on 2s because I'm an Imperial Fist, and everyone hates me.
Let's do this.
Yes. So, we're going to hit on 2s here. That's all of them. Very nice.
Winning on 5s.
It is winning on 5s. They're toughness 5. They're pretty tough, aren't they? There's 3 there.
3.
That could actually...
3, 4 plus saves.
If you fail all 3, then that does kill 1,000... Oh!
So, saved 1, and then they've got 2 6 plus feel no pains.
Of course, they're just this stupid robot.
So they just take 1 wound.
Not bad at all.
Pretty good. Well done, robot.
Just like to pan over to my sexy face. So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the turn because I can't do any assaults right now. I'm not close enough. But that is the end of Imperial Fist turn 1. So, moving on to the Iron Warriors.
Okay, Iron Warriors, turn 1, movement has occurred. Not a lot. Everything stayed completely still, apart from the Thalax, which have jet-packed round, ready to engage that flank. I'm going to start with my shooting phase. My Iron Havoc autocannons have declared onto the Imperial Fist heavy bolters. They have chosen to react. So let's do their reaction shots first.
As most people do when they get shot at.
Yeah, they're going to react.
How dare you!
How many guys have you got in range? You've got
I only
3.
have 3 because you've deployed very skillfully, sir. Pertrabo was like, pull them back a bit.
Pull them back
So, he's put them back a bit, and because he's put them back a bit, I've only got 12 shots. Still a lot.
Let's
Hitting on
do
2s.
this.
Let's see if we can take out the first 2 guys. I might be able to make them run. Hitting on 2s. Has anyone missed it? That's pretty good. That's 11 hits. That's pretty good. So, 11 hits. Strength 5 versus toughness 4. Winning on 3s, I believe.
3s it is.
Excuse me, while my rubbish hands fail to pick up dice. 2, 3, go. Ooh.
Dear.
Ooh. It all went downhill really quickly.
4.
That's only 4.
4, 3 plus
Lots
saves
of
coming
hits,
this
but
way.
no wounds. 3 plus saves. He's made them all.
I've made them all.
That's very nice. What a waste of a reaction. but
So
that's
the
okay.
autocannon's going to shoot back. The warlords attached to them, so they get an extra shot each. So we've got 15 shots coming at them. These do get hot though. So we are hitting on 2s because we're Iron Havocs.
Let's have plenty of 1s, people. Only 1.
1.
That's
1
good.
gets hot. We'll get that separate. And then these are strength 7. So these are wounded on 2s, and 6s are going to go straight through armour. So let's check
Dear
these.
me.
No 6s there, as you can see, but only 1 miss.
But there's no artificer on it.
But no artificer on, so Matt's going to be doing 5, 10, 13 3 plus armour saves. I'll do mine first. This is a 3 plus. And he's okay. So Matt, do you want to throw us at 13 armour saves?
11, 12 and 13. So 13, yeah.
3 pluses.
Does the Castellan? No. Let's just do
Oh no,
3
so
pluses.
it's the Castellan does have 2 plus armour because it's a
Part of
character.
the unit.
So we'll do the first 3
Yep.
and then the Castellan can start tanking them.
3 pluses. Boom! Makes go.
1. So
Good
2
lords.
guys have gone down
2
straight
guys
away.
dead already. That's bad. Okay, bad start. Never mind. Let's just move them out of the way. And now we're doing the Cancellaris Castellan.
No, there's still 1 more guy on a 3 plus
Oh, is
before
there?
it gets to him, yeah.
3 plus.
No, he's gone, so
Dead.
that's 3
Rolling
guys
bad
gone.
here. Rolling very bad.
And then
straight away.
the rest are on 2 pluses, 1 by 1. Let's do this. Oh, tense.
For the brothers.
Really
Yes,
tense.
brother. Oh!
The
That's
Castellan's
one
1 wound, so let's do the next one.
Oh!
He's gone.
Castellan
The Castellan's
is
gone.
That's a unit.
And then let's see how many more of the guys will
Pluses.
go down.
Save them all.
The rest of this. So Matt in total there lost 4 guys, including his Castellan.
3 I've got.
3 guys plus the
Plus the cast.
Castellan, so Matt's going to need to take a leadership check on those
Without
guys.
the Castellan.
Without the Castellan. He's
It's
still got the
going-
squad sergeant, so it's going to be an 8 or less for him.
8 or less here. Can they not run? They're fine.
fine.
They love it.
What we're going to do now is we're going to do the missile launchers. We're going to shoot into the phalanx warders.
Right. They can't
Can't react, it's a bit
because
too
they're
far.
Out of range.
We're going to fire the crack missiles. We are hitting on 2s. 1 miss there. And then these are wounded on 2s, strength 8. So they are all on Matt's invuls because these are AP3. What's your invul save?
Right. With log step. I'll come back to you on that one.
Just in 2 seconds.
So he's fired at the phalanx warders.
4
Now
shots.
they have a special rule called shield wall, which allows them, as long as they are, if models are within base contact with 2 other models, they get shield wall special rule, which adds 1 to their invulnerable save. Now, because they've got boarding shields, they've already got a 5. So +1 is 4. So
plus
they need 4s here. Ooh. And they make 2 of them. So that kills 2 phalanx warders. Off you go. Off you pop.
So we're not quite on leadership check on there. That I'm going to just come back in just a sec to see if the Thalax might be able to make a long bomb charge. So, as a continuation of the shooting phase, the Thalax have elected not to shoot and use their jump packs to move up further to make this charge a little bit shorter. We're going to move into the assault phase. The Thalax have elected to charge the breachers, and Matt has elected to then overwatch. Let's see some overwatch shots coming in.
And this is, because my warlord is on, this is his extra... Well, actually, no, that's about being the shooting phase. So, yeah, we've got 18 shots here. Is that including the apothecary?
I know you want another shot with his
so
bolt
another
pistol.
shot with the bolt pistol. So we'll go with the apothecary first. He's going to have a little shot hitting on 2s, I believe, is it?
It is.
So he hits.
Winning on 5s.
Winning on 5s. He actually wounds with his little bolt pistol.
4 plus save.
4 plus save. He doesn't make
6
it.
plus Fiona Pain.
He does
does
make it. Wow. Okay, that nearly ended it. Oh dear. So the rest of the bolters coming in, hitting on 2s. I've missed a grand total of 2.
Well done.
Yes. And so now winning on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 wounds, not that respectable, but okay. We can.
Okay, we've got 5 4 plus armor saves.
5 4 plus arm saves. He makes
all but 1.
So 3 down. So you need to roll 3s now. You need 6s.
No, 6 plus for this one to save this guy. And it's not. So is the front guy.
Front guy is kaput. He is no more.
Bit it. That's made the charge a lot longer.
That has made the charge a lot longer. And what you get? You got another 2.
No, that was it. That was it. They saved all the other ones.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Lovely. So
we're
the
looking for a charge.
It's going to be what?
Let's see. Yeah, it's about 5 or 6, I think.
5?
5. Let's do this.
Need a 5 here. That's a
Oh,
fail.
it's a
on
fail.
4.
Failed the charge.
Mon Dieu Capitan.
Silly robots. That is the end of my turn. We're going to come back in just a minute for Imperial Fists, turn 2.
Welcome back, baby. So, we are at the end of my second turn and movement phase, should I say. So, I've moved these guys up. Obviously, because the Thalax unfortunately failed their charge, they are in a beautiful range to just be absolutely peppered by bolt shots, and that's a shame. They also can't react because they're automata, which is really nasty.
Stupid.
So what I've decided to, I've elected to do with these 2 units is they are both going to fire. However, one of them wants to charge. So the breacher unit is only going to fire their bolt pistols, which still allows them to charge. The other unit, however, are going to fire their bolters, and they then can't charge, but it's a lot of shots. In the middle, we've got the phalanx warders. They will be. Actually, we'll start with bolters. The heavy bolters are going to fire at this unit. And these guys are also going to fire at the same unit.
And if we get chance, they will react, but we'll see how many are left after these heavy bolter shots come in.
Yes. Alright, without further ado, we're going to move into the shooting phase.
Let's start some shooting. So we'll start with the bolters, shall we? Because that will cause a lot of damage on that one.
Okay, so we've got...
A lot of bolter shots
we've
coming
got,
in now.
actually, because one of them's... The sergeant has a bolt pistol, so it's actually, I believe, 19 shots in total.
19 shots in total.
Sergeant, so...
We're
hitting on 2s with all these bolter weapons because we're Imperial Fist and lots of 1s.
How they missed from that range, no one will ever know.
Yeah, it's a bit silly, really.
Start taking names.
You'd think they would just get a re-roll for being right in your face, but never mind.
These are winning on 5s.
It's winning on 5s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4. It's not great, but there you go. It is
4 pluses.
4 pluses. He's failed one of them.
And then a 6 plus for the Fiona Pain.
No, he takes a wound. It's still not bad for the amount of bolter shots. So that's the first unit done. So we'll move on to the second unit with the
bolt pistols.
Stinky little bolt pistols.
See if they can pink off this.
Pinky pink.
Alex, who's got 2 wounds left.
Bringing it back. We are shooting the bolt pistols. We are now hitting on 2s again. So missed only 1.
Just 1, I think.
These are going to be strength. Are they still strength 4?
Strength 4 is wounded on 5.
Wounded on 5s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cocked. We'll re-roll that one. No, so it is again 4 respectable. So we're just going for the 4 bolter.
4 pluses.
So he's 4 pluses here, and he's rolled a
failed
bunch.
3 that time. These are 6 plus Fiona Pains.
Oh,
That's
it's
3
gone.
wounds. That has killed a guy and put a wound on another one.
Yeah. So So he's down to 2. And that's all the shooting done over there.
Let's move on round.
Right, so next one, we're going to do the heavy bolters firing at their first unit there.
Yeah, the big unit of 15.
Big unit of 15. What can we do to these?
We've got quite a few shots coming in now.
Yeah, so let's bring the camera over here so we can see what we can do. Okay, heavy bolters, quite a lot of shots here. I believe it's 24. Hitting on 2s.
You missed one?
Oh no, I missed one.
Oh, jeez.
I only missed one.
That's made up for the...
Wow. Strength 5 versus toughness 4. We're winning on 3s here. That's a bit more like it for yourself, I think. But it's still not brilliant.
That's a lot,
that many dice, you need 3s to save it.
Here.
I've got plenty of 1s and 2s for me.
Let's see how many soldiers fall to the barrage. 1, 2, 3. Just
That's
3
not bad,
soldiers go
actually.
down.
That's not bad at all. Well done, you.
Money.
Because it's a 15-man unit, it's actually not
Nowhere near
25%, so it's not enough.
Not there yet.
So, all right.
I think what Matt's going to do now is going to elect to shoot with his phalanx.
That's right. That's all I've got left.
And I will react with the unit that's
Back.
just got shot at.
Yeah.
We'll do Matt's shots first because we might as well as we're going through.
Right.
Matt, do you want to do your shots first?
Okay, so the phalanx warders, this includes so one of these is actually the combi bolter on the delegatus, and that's twinning, so I get to re-roll it. So
We'll do that one first.
Yes, we'll do that one first. So here we go with the hitting on 2s, hits, wounding on
4s.
4s?
Yeah, strength 4.
Strength 4 versus, he does wound, so yeah,
Let's
the
do that
delegatus
same.
is Felix,
3 plus.
so we need a 3+, and he gets it. Right, and the rest of the bolters are going to fire, hitting on 2s. 2 misses there, not great, but we are also wounding on 4s with that. So we have, quite a few. So that's 5. This could do it, actually.
5 more saves.
So we need 5 3+s here. He's rolled a 2, so that's another one dropped.
So I get to do my reaction now.
You do.
I've got a few shots coming back at him.
Right.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3. Oh dear.
That's
abysmal.
a lot of 2s.
That is a lot of 2s.
Obviously, we're very shaken up by that last assault.
Don't blame me. Yeah, I hit on 2, so.
Let's do then wounded on 4s.
Wounded on 4s. Okay.
3. So you've got 3 plus armor saves.
Yeah, that is correct. Do I also get my shields as well?
You'll just get your best one, which is your
best
3+.
one, which is the 3+ on the phalanx warders. Let's roll good here. Oh, no one is dead. Oh dear.
I've lost 25% of this unit, so let's see. 4 guys have gone down on that one. That's over 25%. So let's see.
4, 8, 12, 16. No, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sorry.
Maths.
Maths is hard.
Maths.
I'm terrible at it.
Looking for an 8 or less.
He's rolled a 7.
We're okay.
Done. Breathe a sigh of relief there
Wow.
for the Iron Force.
That was pretty deadly. Come back in just a second for Matt's assault phase.
Beautiful. Okay, so we've moved into the assault phase for the Imperial Fist, turn 2, and the breachers are the only ones who are going to charge. Now, because they're automata, they can't really react, which I find quite hilarious. So here we go. We need about
3
a 3 or more. That is 11. So
I think they're in.
I think they might be.
I think they're in.
Shall we move them and come back in a minute?
Boom.
Alright, so after a successful charge, the breachers have run in, and there's obviously a Primus Medicate in there. He has weapon skill of 5, so he's going to be hitting first. So we'll roll for him. Now it's weapon skill 5 versus weapon skill ridiculous.
3, so
he's actually going to be hitting on 2s with his chain. Oops, I'll re-roll that one. All 4 hits. It's going to be strength. With a chain fist, what is it? A chain sword.
So it's plus 1 strength. So
it's going to be strength 5
4s
versus 5. So it's winning on 4s. All 4 of them.
Looking for 4 plus.
4 pluses.
Makes 3.
That's 3, that's pretty good.
And then
you
we've got
get to roll the 6.
Which does not take another wound.
You have 2 wounds on him. Now we are going to be hitting with the other breachers. Again, weapon skill I think 4.
4 and 3, so you're looking for 3s.
Still
this time.
hitting on 3s. So let's just remove everything that isn't a 3. All of those. So still plenty of hits there. Strength.
And then you're looking for 5s to wound.
5s to wound. Oh dear.
It's pretty good.
That isn't bad at all, is it? They were ready for the fight there. They
those
were
guys.
really ready for the fight. They were ready.
So these
ready
are
for
4 plus.
He's needing
saves.
4s.
That's pretty good.
How would you
Only
rate?
failed 2.
Only failed 2.
So then we get 6 plus Fiona
pluses.
Payne's. And I saved another one of them, so just
It has killed a guy,
has-
I think.
took one guy out.
So one Thalax has gone, but now you get to hit me, and then I get to hit you with my power fist.
You do. So I've just got 4 attacks with the 2 guys left.
Oh dear. Okay.
I'm hitting on 5s because I'm dump.
Poor weapon skill.
I've got
You have
2.
hit twice.
And I'm strength 5, strength 6, toughness 4. So I'm wounded on 2s with shred. So reroll on this one. So 2 wounds. So 2, 3 plus saves.
3 plus armor saves.
Oh,
Makes
2
neither.
guys go down.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And now the power fist will come in.
Now the power fist from the sergeant, he's got 2 attacks but an extra 1 plus charge, and we didn't mention the charge, but that's why there were so many attacks. You get plus 1 attack. So sergeant's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hits none of the times.
So at the end of combat,
It's 2 for 2. I think.
2 for 2.
So it's a drawn
It's a
combat.
drawn combat on that one. Wow.
Ooh.
Thoughts on that one, Matt?
Oh, that was unusual. I thought that the Thalax, just for weight of hits alone, I thought that they would just go kaplunk. But they are actually holding up my breaches now. So yeah,
A little good.
very
movement.
good.
So join us in just a second for Iron Warriors turn 2.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Warriors turn
Yeah.
2.
Actually,
Thalax are stuck here. They're not doing nothing. This unit of attack marines have moved up, so they'll be able to get their bolter shots off at the wardens. They have reacted in the movement phase and moved to try and get themselves some cover, which was really clever because this unit that's moved up can get 0 shots off them now due to intervening terrain. So that's nullified that completely. And then these units have stayed together as they are. So we're going to go straight into the shooting phase. This missile unit is going to shoot up in the air with its frag, and it's going to be aiming at the attack unit.
as a reaction, I've decided to go to ground, which I believe gives them 6 plus shroud, is it?
5 plus shroud.
My mistake. Sorry about that.
So we're going to start with. So we've got 5 blasts coming in, and we'll just see what happens with these. The first one's going to get. These will scatter the full distance. So the first one
has scattered
goes
4 inches.
4 inches.
In that
This
direction.
might miss on this one. So 4 is a miss.
That's a
That's
miss.
the first one. Second one. So we'll put this blast just here to try and hit 5 guys this time. This one's going to
That
go
pizza place.
5 guys. That's gone 7 inches. That's
That's
definitely
another
missed.
big old miss.
Third shot. That's gone 2 inches. 3 inches that way.
So that has hit.
That's it. 3 guys.
3 guys.
And then the last one. That's hit this
might hit
combat.
breaches actually. it can hit.
Yes, it can.
Okay.
It's also hit the Thalax. So
He's hit his own dudes.
we've gone 2 of the breaches and the Thalax on that.
That's actually a Primus Medicaid then.
It is. So join us in just a second when we go through who's been hit and what's happening. So we're going to do the 4 wounding shots on the tank marines that went through. This is wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds back.
2 wounds.
That's 3 plus armour.
So we have our 3 plus armour, which we make both.
So that's okay. Now the 2 that hit the breaches are these
So,
wounding on
2 breaches.
3s.
That's
1 wound on that
wound.
one. So Matt gets a 3 plus on there.
I believe this is re-rollable.
It is for blast.
So 3 plus doesn't make it, but because it's a blast weapon, he gets to re-roll it.
And then
makes
this
a
is
6
on the
wound.
Primus Medicaid, wounding on a 3,
That does wound.
and then Matt gets a 2 plus on
Get
this
a
one.
2 plus because he's a Primus Medicaid. He rolls
So
a big old
those shots
6.
do nothing. Let's move our way around.
Did you roll for the Thalax?
Oh no, the Thalax is.
Hang on just a minute.
Wounds on a 4.
Wounds on 4.
Doesn't wound. That's fine. Let's move around and we shall do the auto cannon shots, which are going to go into the heavy bolters.
Oh dear.
So this is 15 shots with the Warlord next to them. These do get hot though. We are hitting on 2s. So we've got 2 gets hots there.
Yeah. The rest of them probably know why that unit.
Let's do this then. We'll do those in just a minute. These are wounding on 2s. 6s will instantly kill. So we've got 1 insta kill.
I'll take him.
1 miss.
Ouch.
And then Matt's got 5, 10 armour saves that he needs to do.
Very well.
I'll do my 2 armour saves first. These are on 3 pluses. 1 guy does bite the dust.
Excellent. And I've got how many?
10 to do.
10. Oh no.
Because you've already lost 1 guy to the rend.
So, 10. Needing
3s.
3s.
3 pluses, yeah.
That's not bad. Okay, so 2 more die, but
Two
that's
more go
actually
down.
not bad at all for that. That's
So
a lot
he's
of
lost.
shots. I have lost a lot of dudes.
He's lost
That union.
3 guys there. Matt's going to
Yeah.
need to take a leadership check on there.
Yeah, so leadership check. The sergeant is still alive. So
He's
it's
in
going
the
to
front,
be
yeah, so
it's
we're
going to be 8 or less. They are fine. So they actually
Holding
stand their
firm.
ground,
What we're
holding firm. Oh, did they get cover saves? Sorry. For being in cover as well.
No, that's good.
No,
Your best
that's
save
just
on
your
that.
best save.
Just got your best
Sorry,
save.
my apologies.
We're going to do these bolters now.
Mm.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolters
So
can
they
hit
are
these guys.
reacting by shooting because I get the extra reaction here.
Awesome. So Matt's going to be
My
reacting with his bolters.
warlord gives me an extra reaction in my opponent's shooting phase. So
Perfect.
that's why I was able to go down, go to ground, and also now while I'm able. So I'll just count up the dice for you, make it all nice and pretty, and then we'll come back in a minute. So the Phalanx Warders have decided they've elected to shoot back with their extra reaction in the shooting phase. So we're going to start with the Phalanx Warders themselves, just firing their normal bolters, hitting on 2s. They've all hit.
Boom. Wounded on 4s.
Wounding on 4, strength 4 versus toughness 4. We've missed a grand total of 3. So there's
4 then?
we'll do that. So 4 for the bolters.
4 for the bolters. 3
Needing
plus.
3 pluses here.
Chucking dice all
While
over
he
the
chucks
place.
his dice.
3 pluses.
3 pluses. He's made them all. Beautiful.
We're all good.
So and we've also got the combi bolter, which is 1 shot, which is twin linked, hitting on 2s, is it?
Yep.
So that hits. Combi bolter with strength
4, so
4,
wounded on
so
4s.
still wounding on 4s. It does wound.
3
Can we
plus.
take a dude out?
Yes.
We managed
He pops
to
a
take
guy
a
at the
dude
front.
out.
Boop.
Okay.
And then we've got the shots coming back.
Now
There's
we
7
get the
shots coming back.
from the Iron Warriors.
7. Hitting on 3s.
Oh.
And
Same
then
as
we
me, I
are
think.
wounded on 4s. 3 there, so Matt's got 3 plus armor saves.
3 plus armour. Okay. Don't let me down! Oh, hang on. So 1, and I'll re-roll that one because it didn't go. Yes. So
just one guy
just
goes
one
down.
guy gets hit. So we'll take him.
Did.
Oh here. I've lost a phalanx.
Man, that scary thing just got
That's
8.
3 of them.
So what we're going to do, we'll come back in just a second for the remainder of this assault phase with the Thalax and the Breachers.
Okay, so in this assault, obviously because they're Thalax, they've got very bad initiative, very bad weapon skill as well. We're going to be hitting first with the Primus Medicaid, who has a weapon skill of 5. So he's needing 2s here with his 3 attacks. Skadoosh! He hits all 3 of the times with a strength 5 weapon, so
Yes,
he's wounding
4s.
on 4s. He wounds all 3 of the times. Does the Chain Fist have anything for 6s?
It doesn't.
No. So it's just your normal saves for the Apothecary, who is absolutely bonkers.
Let's do 4 pluses.
4 pluses. He makes none of them.
And then these are 6
And then
pluses.
6s.
Ooh, we'll need at least one of these.
He makes
that
none
kills
of
an
them.
entire Thalax.
That Apothecary was very angry there, and now we've got the attacks coming with the normal Marines. They're hitting on 3s. I'll re-roll that because it's cocked. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Strength.
4
Winning
or
on
5s.
Winning on 5s, he gets none. So no wounds from them. Now you get to hit me back with the single Thalax, and then I get to hit you with
Hitting
my
on 5s.
Sergeant,
Got 0.
who no hits there with a terrible weapon skill, and then the Sergeant gets to swing his big heavy power fist.
Hitting on
He's hitting
3s.
on 3s. He hits the once.
Wounded on
He's
2s.
wounding on 2s because it's strength 8, so it wounds him.
Causes a wound
Doesn't
straight
double
away.
him out because he's tough.
So I get a
as
6 plus of feel no pain,
Yep.
which he doesn't make, so
he
he takes a
a
wound.
single wound there.
So I am, just so we can just, so Thalax are stubborn, so they
Yeah, he's
remain
running.
at their leadership. So I think I'm looking for a 7 or less.
He rolls an 8.
He rolls at 8, so that means we are going. So Matt does get the chance to cut me down on an initiative roll off.
Which is likely. Whose initiative is
So
it?
you're
We roll
initiative
off
4, and I'm initiative 2. So Matt gets to. Well, let's just see. So I got 1, so Matt has
on. A
run
6,
me down.
which is quite the opposite of a 1. Does
So-
that mean I move 6 inches?
No, it doesn't.
No,
So
it just
what that
you
means
just
is
go,
the
punch him.
Thalax have been cut down completely, and Matt will get to consolidate towards wherever he wants to go. His initiative. So join us in just a second and see where he ends up. So Matt's just consolidated his forces forward. That is the end of my turn 2. So we're going to move into Imperial Fist turn 3.
Alright, we're in Imperial Fist shooting phase in turn number 3.
So, do you want to talk us about your movement?
I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the movement. So I've moved these, I've advanced them to get them behind loads of cover. Because Iron Warriors, is one thing they do brilliantly, is shoot. Normally. Yeah. I've moved the Phalanx Warders into the footprint of this because it grants them a cover save. And the thing that does with his Warlord trait is it allows them to reroll ones on the to hit on the first time they shoot, which they are going to be doing.
As a reaction to him moving, they've just fallen back their initiative, just to give them a bit of ground.
Yeah. These breaches have moved up into this section to move nice and close for all those rapid fire weapons. However, they're going to charge, so they'll be using, not rapid fire weapons, my apologies, it's all bolt pistols there. And the same for these guys using bolt pistols to allow them to charge, possibly. We'll see what happens there. So Simon, is there any reactions you're doing against those breaches?
So are you going to shoot with the breaches first?
I think we'll shoot with the heavy bolters first. Actually.
Heavy bolters, let's do that then.
We're going to go with the heavy bolters.
Can't react to that one.
Can't react because we're too far away. So, heavy bolters shooting at this unit, and we're hitting on 2s with those heavy bolters. There were 3 of them, that's 12 shots hitting on 2s. Oh, a couple of 1s there. Ooh. Not great. So, drop 3. So, all of these hit, and they are strength 5 versus toughness 4. They're wounding on 3s. So, again, it's shredding down. So, we've got 5 3+ armor saves.
Let's do this for the Lord of Iron. Made them all.
You made them all, well done. Okay, so nothing there. The next unit that will fire will be the bolt pistols from the Phalanx Warders.
So this unit will react back at those. We'll do match shots first, just so I can get some dice in.
Yeah, so these bolt pistols, again, hitting 2s, but they're re-rolling 1s now. So hitting on 2s, and I'm re-rolling these 1s because of my Warlord trait. So they actually all hit. Okay, so they are bolt pistols of strength 4, there's toughness 4, so it's winning on 4s. We've got a fair amount there. That's another 5. So we need 5 3+. He loses 1, so it's still not bad.
And now I'll do the return fire. This is the bolt guns first.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s. Just 1 miss there. And then we're wounding on 4s. So 4.
So we've got 4s.
3+ armors.
3+ armor saves. Do it! Ooh, 2 more Phalanx Warders are dropped. That is very good.
And then the sergeant has his plasma pistol.
Take them from the back.
So this is hitting.
I have a plasma pistol in that unit as well.
Hitting on a 3.
Could have used that.
And then we're looking for a 2 to wound or a 4+ to go straight through the armour, and it'll be down to this invul. So that is an invul save.
Invul's going to be, because you've
4+.
got lockstep, it's going to be, yes, 4+. Doesn't make it, loses another 1. Phalanx Warders, what are you doing?
Break them down. Now, Matt Sergeant does have a plasma pistol, so we'll do that shot as well.
Yep, so plasma pistol hitting on
3.
So that's hits. It's strength.
Looking for a 2 or a 4.
2 or 4, so that's a 3.
So this is a 3+ save.
3+ save. Makes it. So
What's your mate?
Fine. Pretty good. Pretty good shooting there. That's a good reaction. It worked out well. Right, next.
Iron Warriors doing Iron Warriors things.
Yes, they are. That's giving him that love. So, now we're going to do here with the bolt pistols from the breachers, so they can still charge.
And then my Iron Warriors are going to do their, because I get 2 reactions in the shoot phase, I'll do my once per game, so it will give all my bolters an extra shot and the plasma pistol. So everything's going to get an extra shot going back. So we'll do Matt's bolt pistols first.
Alright, so hitting on 2s with the bolt pistols, everyone is. Yes, so 2s. So I've missed 2. So that's wounding on 4s, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, 4s.
So only 3. So 3 3+.
3 pluses. Or 1 guy goes down.
Okay.
And then we've
We'll
got
limit the shots a little bit, but not.
we're going to get some shots coming back. So we'll do the 2 shots from the plasma pistol.
Oh dear.
Hitting on 3s, missed 1. And then looking for a 2 or a 4. And that's it, doesn't wound. So the plasma pistol does nothing.
Yeah.
And then we've got the rapid fire bolters. So let's see how many shots are going to come through here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I'll do their shots first and then I'll do the extra shots.
Would have been better just shooting my bolters, I think, on reflection.
And then they get their extra shots. So let's do these hitting on 3s. So that's that many, and then they'll do their extra shots that they get 1 each. That's these ones. These are hitting on 3s as well. And then all these are wounding on 4s. Not great.
Oh.
Just 4 out of all those shots. 4 3+ saves.
Plus the apothecary gives me another one, so 3 pluses, and I make them
all.
all. That is terrible, but you do have an Overwatch in a minute, I think.
Yeah, there'll be some
you're gonna be able
Overwatch
to do. If I, yeah, all right.
So join us in just a second for when Matt starts declaring some big ass charges.
Yeah. All right then. So we've got Imperial Fist, turn 3, assault phase. What we're going to do, we're going to go absolutely mental and just charge everything that can charge in. So we'll start with the breaches.
I'm not going to Overwatch
He's not
with
gonna
that
Overwatch.
unit, because I'm going to Overwatch with the other unit. So
Right. So we need a 6-inch charge here, moving over there. So do we get it? That is cocked, but it doesn't really matter.
But we'll see how
that
far
is a
they
6.
get.
So they get
8.
8 inches
They're
on
gonna be
their
in.
charge. So we'll have a look at that. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll cut that and we'll move them. Yeah.
let's do that. Let's cut that. Tense moment now.
Tense moment. So I've decided, in my lack of wisdom, to charge my. Well, there's 4 of them left. 4 phalanx warders left. That unit is going to attempt a big old long bomb charge into those.
And we are going to Overwatch. So I'll do the plasma pistol first.
It is a bad tactical decision.
Hitting on a 3.
But it's fun.
Wounded on a 2 or a 4. So that goes straight for armor. It's onto his invul, which is a 4+.
It is a 4+. Which he
That
doesn't
kills a
make,
guy.
so that's a dead one already.
And then all the bolters hitting on 3s.
That makes the charge even bigger. Oh dear. Oh mon
And then
Dieu.
wounding on 4s.
Bit better, huh?
Bit better. So that's 6, 7. 7, 3+ armors coming through.
7 3+ armors. Oh no.
I think I've done them.
Yeah, I think you've done them all. Wait. Yeah, they don't get anything else for the shields.
No, they don't. They just get the.
So
Don't
5
they
dead.
get the +1 for the being in the footprint?
No, that's
No.
for shooting.
So they're all dead. They're not going to make the charge, so there's not even any point in rolling for that.
Let's let the
Oh,
delegatus
dear.
out on his Todd.
Yes, he is on his.
So join us in just a second, and we'll do the breacher combat because they're in there.
Yeah.
Boom. So in the combat, it's going to be the Primus Medicaid hitting me first.
Ooh.
Let's do this.
So
What's
he
your
is
5?
hitting
On 3s.
on 3s. He's dropped 1.
And then he's wounding on 3s.
He's winning on 3s. He's dropped 2. So that's only 1 wound, which is piss poor yet again.
3+.
3+. He
Save
makes
that
it,
one.
so that's fine. So
now-
now it's
all the Marines.
All the Marines are going to be.
Apart from the
hitting,
sergeants.
Apart from the.
We'll do Matt's first.
So.
He's
here
got
we
14
go.
attacks, hitting on 4s.
So hitting on 4s because we're not very good. We're in trouble.
And then wounded on 4s.
Something's coming along and it burst out. Yeah. It's only 2.
2, so 2 3+.
2 3+. Ooh,
Just
first
drop
one,
a
so
man.
we lose 1.
And then I attack back with my regular Marines, so they've got, I've got 6, so they've got 6 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Oh, they're feeling feisty.
4, and then wounding on 4s. 3 wounds
Still
coming
feeling
back.
very feisty. So we've got
3
3
pluses, yeah.
3 pluses. He fails 1 bort.
The Primus
The
Medicaid,
apothecary gives him a what?
5+. Oh,
Does it?
nothing
Beautiful.
at all.
Nothing
And now
there.
the 2 sergeants are going to smack each other.
Oh my goodness.
I've got 2 attacks, Matt's got
I've got
3,
3.
hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Oh! Oh my goodness, he's made up for the terrible combat.
So he's wounded
earlier.
on 2s.
It's killing on 2s.
Killing on 2s.
Killing on 2s. Can it be done? It certainly
That's
can.
3 guys
That's
dead.
3. Ooh.
So
Sergeant saves the day.
And then the sergeant, my sergeant will hit back with his 2 attacks. He's hitting on 4s.
no.
Can I do this? 2 6s. Let's do this.
That's no force.
Nothing.
Oof.
So,
Oh my goodness.
combat resolution then. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. Matt lost a 0, so my 8 minus 4, that puts me down to 4. I'm looking for a 4 or less.
That's a 10.
Now, initiative roll off. Matt's.
Can I sweep with heavy?
Let's just double check, see if you can actually sweep me.
How?
So, it's initiative roll off time. I failed my leadership deck, so it's 4v4. Let's do this.
Does that mean I killed you?
Yeah, we are swept.
We are swept.
We are swept. Swept away.
We are swept.
So, in summary, then Matt's going to do his consolidation probably around the objective.
To the back of it.
Yeah, and then we're going to go to Iron Warriors turn 3. Iron Warriors turn number 3. This tactical unit has moved up, ready to engage in boulder shots. Matt's going to do his once per game reaction.
Very
And
cheeky.
try and ruin my day.
Extremely cheeky.
Matt,
Thank you very much. So I'm going to need 6 inches on the charge here.
he can charge. Can you believe that? He gets to charge me in my turn. Unbelievable. Anyway,
They can believe it.
let's do this.
Look at me.
Let's see what.
I'd rather not.
Right, let's see if we make the 6-inch charge. Let's see. It's cocked.
Ooh.
We need 2 or more here, and we get a 6. That's 10 inches.
Okay, join us. We'll just be back in a minute. We'll see where Matt ends up. So Matt's done his once per game reaction and moved his breaches up. He's also done his regular movement reaction and moved his traitor up as well. Sneaky. So now we're going to go straight into the shooting phase. Limited my options now. So the I think the best thing for me to do is the missile launchers are going to shoot all their crack missiles at the heavy bolters because they're out of range for return fire. So we've got 5 shots. Iron Havocs are hitting on 2s.
There's at
Just
least
one miss. And then these are wounding on 2s. And then, so that's 4. So Matt's going to get a 5+ for being in the building for this.
Mon Dieu. 5s. Makes 1. That's 3 dead. I believe there's only 3 left, isn't there? Yes. That is unit. Why? Sorry, heavy bolters, but you are gone.
And then the autocannons have only got 1 target. It's going to be the Praetor on his own.
Thank you for your service. So
So-
he is going to return fire, I guess. Might as well.
He might as well.
Yes.
So do you want to do your combi bolter first?
He's not within 12, so he's literally one
One
shot
shot.
twiddling. So he's hitting on
2s.
2s. So
Yep.
he hits on a 6. Beautiful. Which, as we all know, kills the whole unit instantly. So, strength. Is it 5? Or
Strength 4.
Strength 4 versus toughness 4. It's going to be 4s. He gets a 6. He's really wanting to kill something.
3+ arm save.
Plus arm save. He doesn't make it, and 1 is gone.
He does lose
That's
1.
beautiful.
So now I
It's
will
going to be a
return
morale test as
fire.
well in a minute.
So we've got just 8 shots returned
Sorry,
this time.
I also get to re-roll the 1 because I'm in cover.
You didn't get a 1.
You said only 1 shot you had.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
So Matt's killed my guy. Boo. But now I'll get to do all my shots back into the Praetor.
From the Centurion.
So these are hitting on 2s. That's all of them. And then we're wounded on 2s and then 6s will take him to his invul. Let's check this out. So they've all wounded. That one will be on his invul. And then he's got 7 2+ armor saves.
No shield.
Oh, so this one for the invul is a
4+.
4+.
He actually
made.
makes it.
And then he's got 7 2+ armor saves to
I think
make.
he's going to make all these. Well, he might do. 7, is it?
7, yeah.
How many wounds does a Delegatus got?
2. Made it. Made it. Made it. Made it. Made it. Made it.
Brothers! Brothers!
So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to do it now because Matt can't do
I'm
anything,
going to cry. into
anything about
coffee.
it. My guy here, who detached himself from the unit, is going to charge into the back of the breaches.
You have to do a morale test for those.
For who?
Autocannon.
For these, for the
There's
autocannons.
4 of them and
Yes,
lost 1.
let me do that. So
25% of
8 or
the
less,
8 or less.
they're okay.
They're very good.
So now we'll do the charge for the Forge Lord.
Oh, the Forge Lord.
See what happens
What's he
here.
need?
There's
That's a
7.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm going to say yes.
He's
Yeah.
in.
Oh dear.
He is in.
And he will, because he's a thing, he's a independent character, he will offer a challenge to Matt. I'm going to challenge who wants to take him on.
It can be. It can also be the apothecary. So the sergeant is going to go with his little shield. And he's going to be like, dun 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 dun.
So join us in just a second and we're going to do some combat.
Hopefully my power
From that one back. Here we are. We're going to do the challenge first because it'll just affect
I'm
the...
in trouble. Something's come along and it's burst my bubble.
The
Yeah.
So Matt's going to do his first just because they're there. So he's got 2 attacks and he's hitting me on 5s.
Fives?
Weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 5.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's 1.
And he's wounding me on 2s.
I'm killing you on 2s. 2.
I've got a 4+ invul.
If you don't make this, it kills you.
It does, yeah. I still get to hit back.
It doesn't make it.
It will kill him.
So he's dead.
And then we'll see what happens on the other way back.
Do you kill me?
So the machinator array first. This is hitting on a 3.
That's a miss.
That miss. And then he's got 4 power axe attacks hitting on 3s.
That's 3.
3, and then killing on 2s. So he's got 2 5+ invuls for his shield.
Oh, he's killed.
And it does kill him.
So both kill
kill.
each other in a hail of glory.
So that's 1 combat resolution each. And then we'll
Just
come
film
back.
this.
The blood.
Oh my goodness, I've been hit in the face.
And then we'll come back with just more dice.
Ding, 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 ding.
I like that.
Do
that again. My axe did not work on this day. Let's remove all the casualties.
Which is pretty much everyone, isn't it? What you
Great.
got left? You got your missile
That was so
launchers.
cool. That sergeant, he's done well today. I don't think he had to, but yeah.
I did, mate, because I was really holding it on. I thought, don't do it with filming. Come on, Gary.
Right, you get to consult.
Right, so Imperial Fist turn 4. This is the movement phase. What I've done, I've moved the tactical marines down here into cover so that they can't be blown away by those nasty Iron Warrior guns. I've moved this, the consularis, not consularis, the consul. He's moved, Delegatus has moved into this unit and joined them to give them some bonuses. They've moved forward so that they can open fire with their bolters on this one unit over here. Can they actually return fire with the missiles?
They can, yeah.
So I'm still going to choose the smaller unit because I feel like there's more of a chance I'm going to kill them. So with that being said, because my warlord has joined the unit and they are all in cover which would grant them a cover save, what they are now getting as a unit is they're getting to re-roll 1s. Bear in mind they're Imperial Fists, so they hit on 2s anyway. So they're going to be hitting on 2s with their bolters and then they're going to re-roll the 1s for any misses.
And I'll be reacting.
And he is reacting.
With Overwatch, but not Overwatch, with Return Fire. But
Returning
we'll
fire.
we'll do Matt's shots
Right.
first.
So these are hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, which is
Good
good
job.
for me because there are 4 1s there. So that's 4 hits and then re-rolling the 1s hitting on 2s. So that's 6 hits.
6 hits, wounding on 4s.
Only on 4s. 4, 3, which could do
Could do it. 3+ armor saves.
3+ armor saves. We need a couple of what? Oh dear.
So 2 will
2
go
have
down.
gone. That's
get-
bad.
you get to return fire with
all the shots, but that is bad.
So we've got 6 shots coming back. These are hitting on 2s. They've all hit.
Oh dear.
And then we're wounding on 2s, but then 6s will go straight through. So just 1 miss. That is an invul save.
5+ for the
Breach of shield.
Breach of shield, so we get 5+. And he
That
makes
saves that
it on a
one.
6.
And then he's got 4 regular 3+ armor saves.
3+ armor saves. He fails 1, so 1 breacher has met his end. Pretty good exchange though.
I don't think Matt's got any charges to declare.
No, there's nothing to declare in terms of charges. We just
So-
have a morale test, I believe, to do for you.
Yeah, so I'll just do this morale check
Yeah.
just here. Sergeant's still left, so we're looking for an 8 or less. He's failed.
That
So
unit is gone.
he is
Well,
running.
at least.
Just 3.
3 inches, so he's just running off.
Probably just going to take him
Yeah, that's
down.
Yeah,
We'll
there.
go into then Iron Warriors
turn 4.
So Iron Warriors turn 4. Not a lot we can do. The sergeant for the autocannons did rally, and he's just turned round and he gets to snap shoot now. We'll do him first. We'll go straight into the shooting phase. He's aiming at the breaches, obviously. Matt, would you like to elect to shoot back on him?
I will return fire.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolters will be coming back at him. Again, you're in this cover, so he's going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
2s, re-rolling 1s. So we have 1 re-roll, all hit. That is...
And he's wounding on 4s.
Let me hit on 4, so not many. Just 2. I haven't rolled for the Primus, what's his name, the consul. So but I'll do that in a minute.
So these save both blues.
And then the consul fires his 2+ hits.
And then wounds on a 4.
4 wounds.
Another
Can
one,
we take
3
one
plus.
out? No, he's took one out.
It's gone.
That's great.
He'll do his shots, hitting on 6s.
Snap firing.
No, he's gone.
So that is unit white.
And then we'll fire with the missile launchers. We've got 5 shots.
This is what's going to hurt.
This is what I need.
Yes.
Hitting on 2s. All but 1. There's always one that misses.
Yep.
Wounded on 2s. 3 wounds going through, and it's going to be...
Straight onto the HQ there at the front.
If he's, are you going to take him on the HQ, 1 by 1?
I think I've got to.
So this is
at the front, isn't it?
It's AP3, so you've still got your 2+ save if you go 1 by 1.
2+, 2+, and 2+. Yep.
He's done it. And
Right,
that's
front
the
protecting his
end.
men, which is what a good leader should
So that is the end of Iron Warrior's turn 4. Matt's going to roll now to see if it goes into a turn 5.
Let's
on a
go
4
straight
plus,
into it.
it will go into a turn 5.
4+, we are going to have a turn 5. So, we do go into turn number 5 for the Imperial Fist.
Let's do this. So, yeah, so Matt's
Right.
going into his turn 5.
Yeah.
He's just moved his guys around.
He goes around
Trying
to open up
annihilate.
with the trusty bolter. Of course, we'll start with the Marines themselves.
The Iron Warriors will react, but...
They will react.
We'll just
So,
see.
the Marines themselves are hitting on 2s.
Re-rolling
Re-rolling
ones.
1s because they're still in that cover. So they all hit. They are wounding on... Shall I roll for the...
Yeah, just do the 2.
So the Delegatus is hitting on 2s.
Perfect.
Both hit. So the Delegatus has hit and so have they. So they're all wounding on the same, aren't
They are,
they?
yes.
So because they're wounding on the same, it's going to be 4s. I'll re-roll that one because it's cocked. That's a miss. So that many for those guys.
Let's just see if they can
how many
survive.
they-
3 pluses.
3 pluses.
Just one guy.
That's not bad.
Just one guy will go
One
down.
guy go down, and then you're going to get your shots
We get
back.
5 shots back.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s. All hit.
All hits.
Wounding on 2s. So 4. Now Matt can tank these if he wants on his Delegatus.
4 of them.
4. I have to do them 1 by 1.
Ready. Delegatus. There's nothing they can do here. The Delegatus
It makes a
is standing
difference.
strong.
2+ save
Yes,
makes
it
a
really,
big
really
difference.
does. So that's
That'll be the end of
that'll
Matt's
be
turn.
Imperial Fist turn 5. Done.
So Iron Warriors turn 5. Last thing you can do, just going to shoot some missiles at these again, and Matt's going to return fire. I'll do
Cool.
mine first. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Wounded on 2s. That's 3 wounds. Matt's going to tank them all again.
Hopefully. That's 2. We'll call that cocked.
No, that was a 5.
You sure?
Yeah, that was a 5.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am positive. That was a 5.
No.
He's done it. That
So
was a
he's
5.
fine. Thank you for being a good sportsman.
And then these are the shots coming back.
Shots coming back from the bolters. We'll do them first. Hit on 2s. I don't know if you get to re-roll again.
You do, yeah.
2, yeah.
Still another
2
thing.
re-rolling 1s. So the re-rolling 1s is actually quite a big thing there. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All hit. Winning on 4s. I'll do the...
Do the Delegatus as well.
So he's hitting on 2s. He's hit both of the times. Now they're all wounding on 4s. Oh. What's that? 3? 4. Only 4?
Just 4. This could do it.
This could do it, but I
A
doubt
freak
it.
occurrence on 3s.
Oh dear.
2 guys
2
do
guys
go down.
so we've got a morale test.
So we'll do the morale check on the way back, looking for 8 or less. And they've done it.
Yes.
But we are at the end of the game.
Alas.
Matt does control the objective quite
Quite tightly
substantially there at
Yeah.
the end. Iron Warrior's down to just 2 men remaining completely. What we're going to do is we'll just tally up some of the other bits and then give you the information about how this will affect the campaign going forward.
Good game, brother.
Well done. Nice one. So, that is the end of the first game of our campaign for the war for Seraphina. The Imperial Fist have won a decisive victory there.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Right,
Matt did a
game.
very good game there. Very
Thank you
good
very
tactics
much.
came in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Just showing some of these extra things that the legions can do.
Yeah.
It looked at one point that the Iron Warriors were going to take it at one point.
Yeah, they did quite well.
Taking out the Phalanx Wardens, that looked like a bit of a moment there.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. Obviously, this is the first time I've used the Phalanx Warders, so I was expecting him to do a little bit more. But I think you elected to react by shooting them first, and they just couldn't hold back that many bolt shots. It's quite a lot of bolt shots. So
I think as well, it does make a difference when you take away that squad sergeants having artificer armour. I think that 2+ save, it does make a huge difference to a game, because obviously Matt near the end had his delegates at the front, it was tanking those shots, it can soon make a difference.
Yeah.
Because we weren't playing a lot of AP2 or anything.
Once you join the unit.
So very good, great game by the Imperial Fist. So at the end, they did control the communications bunker. So for the next campaign game with the Imperial Fists, when they play, they will get a free Master of Signals.
Beautiful.
Not included in their points costs. Good little thing for you there.
Excellent.
Always a bonus for Imperial Fist, I think.
Absolutely.
Matt also won the attrition war. Killed more units than I did, so that will also gain him an extra 50 points to spend on his army list for next time on top of his points allocation.
Bring on the chain fists.
So a little bonus there for him as well. Great game. Matt,
Loved
any
it.
thoughts?
Loved it, mate. Thanks for playing. It was a fun game. I think some of the things that really worked in this game for the Imperial Fists, I think, was
Cover and rerolls.
Yeah, I think cover with the Architect of Devastation Warlord trait. When you're in cover, you get to re-roll ones on the first time you shoot or attack somebody. And because they've got bolter weapons when they're shooting, they're hitting on twos anyway, and any ones are misses, you're re-rolling them. Chances of you not rolling twos and after is pretty slim. So on top of that, I was hoping that my Phalanx Warders were going to be able to really keep everything. I mean, my Delegatus would have been staying alive even longer had he stayed with the Phalanx Warders, because of their it's either lockstep or shield wall. I think shield wall. It gives them a +1 to his invul. So all of that. The Imperial Fists played as if Dawn himself had planned his battle tactics. Yeah. Very tight, very in close, and lots of cover.
It was a good game. I think the Iron Warriors, they had some good moments of shooting, they had some bad moments of shooting.
Yeah. It can really wreck you.
I think sometimes it's just about, this showed a good thing about infantry only and movement. I boxed myself in, and my Thalax did make a good movement up to try and block them out, but losing the combat and then getting swept, difficult thing to come back from on there. But hopefully in the future, when we see some other armies and some other points, we'll be able to see some different things that these armies can do.
Excellent.
So keep liking, keep subscribing.
That's it.
And you'll see us in the future for more of the War for Seraphina. And this is Tabletop Divinitatis.
Signing off.
Boom.